Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. We are going to see if we can, in fact, hey everyone, for the first time ever, usher in a $2,500 Ethereum. So let's see if we can get this rolling. We're currently at 24.69 at the time of starting this video. Alright, let me just post the tweet and then we'll do it. Alright. Tony says he's about to go to sleep. What if you missed $2,500 Ether? How can we? I thought I kept thinking tonight we might make a run at it. I don't know if we're going to or not, but we're certainly close enough that it warrants a watch party with it being at 24.66. Now we of course have to get our lines in the sand drawn so we know what we're looking for. So we're going up here. So we'll just draw it right there, 2,507 cents. It's close enough. So that's our line in the sand that we need to move past. And 350. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on for several hours. So we'll see if we make it there in the nest few hours. If we don't, there's always a chance we may miss it, but you take what you can get, right? Yeah, Ether Bitcoin is looking good. 0.0391, still doing really well. And we said this can happen in the event that Bitcoin sort of goes into price discovery, but doesn't immediately go like to 70K or something. Like it just sort of like nudges up a couple $1,000s, like it did a month or two ago when it went from 58K to 61.8. We're sort of seeing something similar here, where it went up like $3,000 to 64K, and is now calmed back down, and now Ethereum's making that move, right? It's making that move, the same the same damn move we've seen it do over and over and over. In August or September 2019, in January of 2020, we always know January is a good month, right? And here in May of 2020, in January of 2021. We started this one in March of 2021, so we'll see if we can go back to the top. Which, by the way, from the current prices, from the current valuation, would be another modest 34%. So for an invariant Bitcoin, where would that put it? Let's check. So we'll just go up 33%. Yeah, over 3K if we make it to the top at the current Bitcoin valuation. Make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. We're actually not getting as many viewers as I thought. Maybe everyone's asleep. Or maybe they just don't want to watch me watch the price of Ethereum anymore. Alright, let's see if we have any questions. Is a 3K Ethereum possible in the short term? You know, this is one of those questions where if I say yes and it doesn't happen, then people will say, but you said. I think it is theoretically possible in the short term, and I'm defining short term as, you know, I don't know if, I mean, it can happen sooner than we could think, obviously, but Yes, it's possible, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Okay, I mean, based on the market conditions, I think it could go to 3K just with Bitcoin sitting at $63,000 if Bitcoin sat there long enough. But as always, it always depends on what Bitcoin does. Tony says, "Is your wife aware she's married to a legend?" Um, I don't I don't think she sees it like that. I told her, the first time we're out in public and someone recognizes me, that'll be that. I think maybe she'll be like, "Oh," whenever that happens. But we're probably still a long ways away from that now. All right, we're at 2468. I guess we should draw our house. We can't make it to 2500 without a house. Otherwise, it doesn't know where home is. So let's see. Sometimes I actually should do a better job of looking at the minutes on here because that means that's how long I might have to stay here. So we're currently at 3:54. So I mean, if we draw it here, that gives us 30 minutes. I don't know if that's too long. This is very hard work. You really have to do it right. Otherwise it might not interact with the house in the way that you might want it to. Okay, so we'll do the house. We'll do the house maybe 30 minutes out or 40 minutes out, and then we'll do the garage next to it. By the way, for those who aren't familiar with this, it's just to point out that momentum is really the key thing you should worry about, in my opinion. Right? It's my opinion. So here's our garage. That's a pretty small door, actually. Let me make this door bigger. Alright. We'll draw the chimney here. Alright, so I was actually watching Dot as well. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw what Dot did, but it was very volatile. I wasn't on stream, but I mean, it went from like 42 to 43.50 in a few minutes, and then back down to 42.87 pretty quickly. So Dot's looking like it wants to do something. Is my opinion. It's looking like it wants to do something here, and it's sort of quietly, very very quietly moving up. Yeah, no, I made the door smaller than it was. Does my wife even ask what the Cowan portfolio is worth from time to time? She actually never does, really. She never really, well, maybe occasionally, but not hardly ever, no. If I can't call Forbes yet, who is it okay to call at this time? Yeah, the problem with calling Forbes is it might distract you from the money to be made, right? It might distract you from the money to be made. And I think it's important to stay focused and to cancel that interview until the market has decisively calmed down. We might miss our house actually if we stay on that track. We might miss it. I'm sort of hoping we stay more so maybe on this track or something. But we'll see which track we take. I mean, this might have to be the neighbor's house. If we go this way, it might have to be the neighbor's house. If we go this way, it'll be our house. When is a good time to get out of bed? Um, I mean, we've talked about the Ethereum tsunami, and one idea is that this could be it. I mean, I'm not saying that it is, but it could be. I mean, like it could. I mean, if it just keeps doing this day in and day out, I mean, like if it stops here, and we sort of just cool off a while, like at say 2100, 2200, if something like that happens, then yeah, I don't consider it to be the Ethereum tsunami. But if you take a pragmatic look at this and say, okay, well, 7%, 6% so far, up 1.86% on the day, and we still have a long ways to go. If this keeps happening, so imagine, we finish the day up 7%. Let's just be very optimistic. That would be at 2,600. And then let's say the next day is only like 2.5%, and then the next day after that is like 5%. This is how the Ethereum tsunami could theoretically start, but there's no guarantee that this is it, right? There's no guarantee that this is it. And then if you just keep getting these 5% moves, 10% moves each and every day, well, then you can see it doesn't actually take that long to get to 3K if it just keeps happening. So for instance, over the last 3 days, we're up 16%. And actually, let's just look at 3-day candles. Okay, let's look at 3-day candles. Okay, so if you look at 3-day candles, over the last 3 days, we're up about 16%. Imagine over the next 3 days, we go up another 16%. And this is what could cause, me more likely to say, okay, this is the Ethereum tsunami, where it just sort of sweeping away and continuing to go crazy. And then if you get like say another 16% or something ridiculous, then that gets you to $3,300. That can happen relatively. I mean, that's over 6 days, of course, because these are 3-day candles. So yeah, I think it's too early to say whether that it is the Ethereum tsunami, but this is certainly how it could theoretically start if it continues doing the same thing every single day for the next like week or two. Then yeah, it could be it. Yeah, Link is doing well. We talked about Link earlier. We saw it break $40 on stream. Campbell, yeah, says it right. If you have to ask if it's the Ethereum tsunami, it's not the Ethereum tsunami. I think when it is the Ethereum tsunami, like, you'll know, because it's just like every morning you'll wake up in disbelief and you'll just be like, how the hell can it be doing this, right? Right now, I think we're still in the phase of like $2,500 Ethereum seems reasonable given Bitcoin's valuation, because Ethereum's valuation against Bitcoin is still less than 0.04. We're still not even halfway up to the top of our trend line here. So I would say that it's still a $2,500 Ethereum seems reasonable, right? It seems reasonable. If it keeps going, 26, 27, 28, 29, 3 over that, then it can leave people, a lot of people in with some level of disbelief. Let's put on our regression rainbow for Ethereum. So we've talked about navigating up this orange band for a while, and we're finally doing it. What's funny though is we didn't actually decisively make the move until after the orange band reached $3,000. So the top part of the orange band is now at $3,043. So we are moving closer to it. So we can stay in the orange band and reach a $3,000 Ethereum. Which again, if you're new to this type of chart, I should probably look at it on a different exchange so we have a little bit more price history. The general idea is that we probably won't make it to this band again, and there's a good chance we don't make it to this one either. But I've always said, even when we were all the way down here, I said that I think the orange band is in the cards, and I think the purple band is in the cards for this market cycle. So the orange band currently goes up to just over 3K, and the purple band actually goes up to 55, over 5,500. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go to 5,500 immediately. I just think there's a decent chance that the purple band governs where Ethereum's going to go. But note that it is moving up each and every day, so the longer it takes us to get there, the higher it will be. And that's not to say that we can't go in these upper bands. It's just, again, based on Bitcoin. By the way, the Vechain Ether valuation just looks ridiculous right now. But anyways, if you go look at in the all-time history chart for Bitcoin, and you look at that same analysis, then you'll see what I mean. If you're new to this, right, you'll see what I mean. Just the general idea that it drops down a couple regression bands each cycle, right? So up here, and then down to this one, and then down another couple. And so that's just generally what I'm saying. So I would say it's not that we can't go above it. In fact, there's a good chance Bitcoin's already gone above it itself. But it's just something to keep in mind. All right, so we're currently at 2471. We're still putting in rookie numbers at this point, but the Ether Bitcoin valuation is trending slightly higher. So if we were to make it to 0.04, let's do a little bit of math. So Bitcoin is at 63,110. So at 63,110, if Ethereum were to make it to 0.04, that would put it at 25.24. So if you see Bitcoin's price stay constant and Ethereum go to 0.04, the Ether Bitcoin valuation to go to 0.04, then we should be looking at a $2,500 Ethereum in that case. So these are the daily candles for the Ether Bitcoin valuation. So up and then consolidation for a couple weeks or so, and now we're moving up again. So yesterday we did about 7%. So far today we've already done 1.5%. All right, we are at 2475, so we are putting in new all-time highs for Ethereum. We are watching it put in new all-time highs. Ether Bitcoin looks good. Well, Bitcoin's also going up, so Bitcoin just went up $100, which is probably what helped Ethereum move up a couple more dollars. Someone says he misses ads. Put on AdSense. No, we don't do ads here. Yeah, I know Link versus Bitcoin looks. Yeah, we're at 64,500 Satoshis on the Link Bitcoin valuation, so yeah, it looks good. I would say we should wait until we get a weekly close to get too excited about that one. Yeah, I just said a few minutes ago, it looks like, see, look, it's bouncing up here. Looks like DOT might be waking up a bit, because it's already moved from like $40 earlier today to $43, and it's sort of just slowly climbing here. So I would say, as I've said before, don't sleep on DOT. Currently $43, but we still have a ways to go to get to a new all-time high. We need to go to like 47, $48 or something to get to an all-time high for DOT. So clearly the next major threshold, the next major milestone for DOT is $50, which I wonder. We did the poll on Twitter. Like, what do you think is going to make it to $50 first, Link or DOT? All right, yeah, Bitcoin's moving a little bit here, so it's at 63,300 now, uh, which is funny because Ether just dropped. So did you see that? Like Bitcoin just went up $100 and then Ethereum just dropped 0.34% on in 1 minute. Yeah, I did just zone out for a minute. I don't know what happened. Ethereum is not at 24. Someone says that it's at 27.48. I don't think so. Is Ethereum secretly my favorite? I don't really have favorites. I go where the money is. All right, well, it's not looking good so far. It's not looking good so far for us to get there. At least not on stream because I'm not gonna do this for too many for I'm not gonna do it for too many hours. Um, the Ether Bitcoin valuation slightly dropped, like it must have. If we look at the minute time frame, yeah. So so it dropped around a negative 0.5% or so. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button. Maybe that'll help us get to a $2,500 Ether. We're currently at 2470, so we still have a ways to go. We'll look at some other ones. I mean, the Bitcoin dominance is still dropping like a rock. We're about to go below 54%. The last time we went below 54% was right here. Or the last time we went below 53% was over here, on April of 2019. That was the last time. And that was just a wick, right? The last time we were really below it was in August of 2018. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Think about all that happened. Think about all that happened in crypto during this time. You think about it like 2018, so this was the very end of the bear market for Bitcoin when it was at least until it hit its bottom. It hit the bottom December of 2018, which was right here. So you can see that final capitulation caused the capitulation was happening, and then in December of 2018, the dominance hit a bottom. It came back up, and then ultimately in April of 2019, this is when Bitcoin went on that rally, sort of a false rally or a false breakout. It went to 14K relatively quickly, and during that time, the dominance shot up, and it shot up until the end of the summer, September 2019, and then the dominance slowly bled. Until September of 2020, which from September of 2020, you guys know what happened with Bitcoin. That's when it left the bull market support band, right? So that's when Bitcoin left this, and then since that happened, the dominance started going up as Bitcoin went on this amazing rally through the end of the year, and then starting in January, we discussed Ethereum making a major move in January. So Ethereum did that. A lot of other coins have made major moves as well. And then the dominance has been bleeding ever since. So just a little bit of history there on the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin's back to 63.3. Yeah, Vechain is doing pretty impressive things. I own Vechain. You guys know that. I mean, I've made videos on it. It's up on the week. It's up 30%. The last week it went up 52%. So this one's getting pretty heated for sure. Um, if we look at it on the so this is Vechain Ether. So you can see it's getting to the prior levels. But I mean, again, ADA did as well. And then ADA was able to blast through it. So I'm not saying that it can't blast through, but it is getting pretty heated against Ethereum. The last time we were at this level was July of 2020. And the time before that was September of 2018. Someone says ADA is going to... No, ADA is not going to $100 in 2021. Why compare it to Ethereum and not anything else? Probably, I think it's mainly just because I just only trade VeChain to Ethereum, and so I just naturally only think of it in terms of its Ethereum valuation. We can check out what the Bitcoin valuation is, but honestly, I hardly ever look at the Bitcoin valuation. I mean, it looks like I drew something on here at one point. I'm not really sure what it is, but whatever it was, it looks like it's looks like it's doing okay. So this is the VeChain Bitcoin valuation, which I mean, it doesn't look any more comforting, right? All right, Bitcoin's at 63.3. Ether is trying to stay on track, 24.71. Link is still pushing 41 bucks. The Link Bitcoin valuation is still doing okay here. All right, what else do you guys want to talk about? I mean, we could look at our dubious our dubious short-term Ethereum price speculation if you guys want. So, I mean, again, we've basically just been on this path for quite a while now. I don't know, maybe something like that. So that's been our path for quite a while. So yeah, I mean, we sort of, I think we showed this earlier actually. I think we showed this earlier on stream, where the Ether USD valuation, in terms of extension from the 20-week, still has a ton of room. I mean, it has a ton of room. I mean, obviously this is not completely up to date because we're looking at the weekly, and it's a couple days behind. But I mean, you're talking about with again the log of the price over the 20-week, and we know that the 20-week SMA is dynamic. So the 20 well, it's the 20-week SMA. So that 20-week SMA, and when we talk about coming back up to this, if we're able to come back up here, maybe to around this level if we're being a little bit conservative on it not hitting the top there. But that would be about an evaluation there of 1.00, which again, so you just set that equal to 1.00 here. That's a very simple way to do it, and then you get the 20-week, which again, the 20-week for Ethereum right now is at a modest 1461. So 1461. So then we just go over to our good buddy Wolfram Alpha. and we just say the log of the price over 1461 equals 1.00. And let me see, where was it? So 1460, well, I guess it's 1460, well, 1460.69. So if we were to go all the way back up to that level, like 1.00, which I'm not saying we would, that would actually correspond to, yeah, almost a $4,000 ether, which is kind of crazy to think about, right? It's kind of crazy to think about a $4,000 ether if it were to go back up to that level. But I have too many tabs open. We could also say, well, what if it just goes up to the same level of extension that it was at back in January? Okay, so what if it did that? And that level would correspond to 0.85 or so. So then if we want to be a little bit more conservative and say, well, what if it just went to the same extension from the 20-week as we did a few months ago, then that would correspond to a 3418 ether. So again, this is why I always say, like, time is on our side in a bull market, because when you consolidate for a while, it's actually good. You know, it's actually good when you consolidate for a while, because then it gives the asset time to adjust, right? These longer term moving averages, time to adjust. People get accustomed to what the new normal is. So that's why I keep saying that time is on our side. And if we don't make it there, then, and you know, when we consolidate again for a while, we're just essentially pushing the can down the road, or kicking the can down the road. I mean, that's more or less how I see things. No, I don't think Ethereum's going to make it to 20K this year. I don't. Am I a PhD? Yes, I am. I do remember when a lot of people were saying Ethereum was dead. I told you it wasn't. And that was basically back at $1,400 too. I told you it wasn't dead. Now it's at 2,400. Time changes quickly. Pull up the Litecoin chart. Everyone wants the Litecoin chart. All right. Yeah, we're not getting as much. I mean, so Bitcoin's doing well. Bitcoin's at 63.4. Ether Bitcoin is still back at 0.039, so it hasn't really made that decisive move like it was earlier. By the way, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you like the content. We're just sitting here watching the Ethereum price, seeing if we can make it up to $2,500 for the first time ever. We still have a little ways to go, right? We need to go up $29 or so. Someone says, I'm surprised you don't mention XRP at all. We just did a whole video on XRP like within the last week, and I talk about it on every stream. You know, sometimes I wonder if you guys watch so many different YouTubers that you start to like mix up who said what and who covers what. Someone says, I'm surprised you never talk about ADA. Man, ADA's a champ this market cycle. Can I talk about AVSX? I don't even know what that is. I mean, are you talking about Avalanche and you just misspelled it? No, I never said Ethereum to 2,500 by Valentine's Day. By the way, if you guys do have ADA, remember, don't forget, we have the ITC, ADA stake pool. If you want to come earn interest on your ADA, we have about 8, or what is it? 6. I think we have about 6 million, almost 6 million ADA staked within 4 days, which is about $8.5 million worth of ADA, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe it's about $8.5 million worth of ADA stakes within 4 days or so. Yeah, we're currently at 5.9 million ADA, 701 delegations, 9.2% saturation. ITC stake pool tutorial video. Well, I mean, you can launch from several. I mean, you can do it from your dataless wallet. So, I mean, I'll probably do a video at some point. But the general idea, if I'm just walking you through it, you have to get your ADA to the dataless wallet, or there's other wallets that you can check out. Like this is another one, the Yori wallet. So I mean, there's other wallets you can use. But then you basically you send your ADA from the exchange to you send it from the exchange to to like say this wallet, and then from there you just go to stake pools and find my stake pool, and then you just stake and you start earning interest. Yeah, I know yours is a lot easier than Daedalus. I think it's a lot lighter. It doesn't take as it's not nearly as complex, I think. No, the 8 is not locked up. You can unstake it whenever you want. In the bear market, do more deep research behind each coin. So for me, what I do is, yeah, I mean, I do the research behind the coins. And in the bear market, if you go back and watch my videos during the bear market, I basically identified the main 5 that I was going to cover. It doesn't mean I don't have other coins, but these are just the main 5 that I cover. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, ADA, and DOT. And a lot of these, I'm just betting on people. I'm betting on the people. Like, I mean, ADA, you have Charles Hoskinson. DOT, you have Gavin Wood. For me, these are pretty easy picks. All right, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it to $2,500 on stream or not, because we've already been going 40 minutes and we're still at 2467. Someone says, Aaron says, is the pi cycle indicator wrong because it's been 3 days? I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it, even if it doesn't. So I think a lot of, so it's not, first of all, it's not my indicator. Remember that, it's not my indicator. But I do think a lot of people sort of misunderstand what Philip was going for. I mean, the point is not to say that it has to predict the cycle top. The point is to say, if you overfit one single, if you overfit something, you can see we're 3 days out now. If you overfit something, you can make anything look like it it's going to predict something to 3 data points. Okay, and that's the same thing with our regression band. That's a 3 data point fit. So I keep telling people you need to come at this somewhat flexible, because these are indicators that are fit to prior data, and 3 data points is not a whole lot of data. So the pi cycle top indicator was fit to 3 data points, and yeah, I mean it flashed here on April 12th, and we're currently on April 15th now. So I mean, it ultimately depends on what we do. I mean, if we go back up and put in a new all-time high and continue higher, then yeah, it's no longer predicting it to within 3 days, right? It's no longer predicting it. Which, I mean, I feel like they've said that, but if you go back and look, you know, if you actually go back and look, I don't know where they got 3 days from in the first place, because to me it seems like it wasn't actually within 3 days. Like if you go back, I think this one was, but if you go back to 2013, let me see if they were. Maybe this one was and then the other one wasn't. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, so that one was, but I think, was it this one? Yeah, so if you go back to this one that flashed, okay, it flashed on April 5th, and then we didn't have the peak until April 10th. So I'm not really sure where the 3 days came from. I mean, this is 5 days, from April 5th to April 10th. I mean, 4 days if you just want to say April 5th to the 6th, and then the 7th and the 8th. Or the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, it's 5 days, right? I mean, you have the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and actually, if you measure it that way, it's 6 days, because I was just looking at the candle here, but on this one, on April 10th, you did have the wick all the way up to 266, so, I mean, this was closer to a week off, not 3 days, so I'm not really sure where the 3 days came from, honestly. Just looking at this one, it doesn't look like it's 3 days to me. All right, Ether Bitcoin's trying to hold on to 0.039 right now. So, oh, it just fell below it. So, it seems like it's trying to hold on, but it's not yet making a run up. It's not yet making that run up to the house. So clearly we're not on that trend line. Is it a good idea to withdraw monthly salaries from my crypto profits? You know, hey, if you've made life-changing money, the main advice I could give you is it's only theoretically life-changing until you've taken the profits. Okay, so I sound like a broken record when by the way, Uni's making a run here, over $38. I mean, I sound like a broken record when I say it, but again, it's the same thing applies. No matter what happens, if you're up a significant amount of money and you want to take profits, and then you use that to pay off your loans, no matter what happens, whether the price goes up or down, you can always say you use crypto to better your life, and then you'll have more disposable income later to make even riskier investments. So I've always said that, you know, if you have life-changing money, it's not the worst idea to take some off the top and to pay down stuff. Yeah. One says that, yeah, as I said, right, all models are wrong, some are useful. We have as many models as we can to try to understand what's going on. And I mean, I think one of the things I've said before is the pi cycle top indicator, in my opinion, is a good gauge to know when the market is very overheated, but at the same time, you don't necessarily need it to know that it's overheated. We already know that it's very heated, okay? So we already know that it is. We don't necessarily need it to tell us that. I'm somewhat getting a little pessimistic on us going to a $2,500 Ethereum on stream. I mean, I think there's a good chance we'll make it there. I just don't know if we're gonna make it on stream or not. Voice of Reason says all models are wrong, especially my ones. I guess, especially my models. End of. Is that bookshelf a Zoom background? No, it's my actual bookshelves. If I were using a Zoom background, why would I put 3 bookshelves back there? All right. Well, we're still at 2460, so we have not made that move yet. Let's see, Ether Bitcoin still below 0.39. We still have not moved up. If we zoom out, you can see sort of this longer. This is the minute time frame for Ether Bitcoin, so it's been on a fairly long journey here, sort of slowly moving up and then coming back down. So maybe this isn't the stream. Maybe it's not the stream to see the $2,500 Ether. Gabriel, I never said Ethereum would reach 10,000 by the end of the year. I don't think it'll reach 10,000 by the end of the year. So I'm not sure where. Maybe I really don't know where that's coming from. Fun with crypto too at 3K. We'll see. Yeah, I think it. I mean, okay, look, Ethereum could go to 10K by the end of the year. I'm just saying I never said that, and I'm not projecting that necessarily to happen. All right, we are at 2456, so still no decisive move to our house, which is all the way up here, and it's not looking good so far. I mean, in order to come in the front door, we'd have to start moving up relatively quickly over the next 15 minutes. Over the next 15 minutes if we're going to make it to our front door. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Our house feels lonely tonight. Rudy, says he got into crypto back in November. Well, hopefully you're doing pretty well now. Sorry, I was just... Alright, let's see, where is Dot? So Dot's at least continuing to move. Dot's still trying to pull ahead there. Link is still above 40. The Link Bitcoin valuation is still above the 20-week SMA. Let's pull up ADA. So ADA, let's go to the daily time frame. So yeah, ADA's had this move up so far, but it hasn't. The move has not quite continued, right? It has not quite continued. Someone joked the other day on stream that what if we just go to 140 and it becomes our new 120 and then we just turn sideways. Maybe that's what'll happen. All right, we are still not approaching $2,500. Are we overdue for a correction? Yeah, I mean, we are, but that doesn't mean we're going to get one. By the way, we still have a few more days to go before we have a decisive close in our upper regression band. In order to close it, we need to close above like 61.4 or something, I believe. So we still have some wiggle room here. No, I don't think that Ethereum has to have token burns to reach 10,000. Andrew says, LOL, a $2,500 Ethereum stream, and it's not even going to get close to hitting it. Yeah, it's true. Occasionally we don't make it. Occasionally we don't make it. Thanks for being a long-time listener, Ian. What degree would someone pursue to attain your knowledge and expertise? A PhD in nuclear engineering, because that's what I have. Someone says I should start a show called Little House on the Ether. I made a DOT realistic price prediction video. If you go look at the DOT playlist, you'll see it. All right, well, what do you guys want to do? You want to call it here? We're not getting the price action we were hoping for. Unless we start to make a run for it, I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it on stream unless we immediately make a run for it. Ether Bitcoin is still at 0.389, so it's not really or 0.0389, so it's not really showing a whole lot of strength on stream. Does my wife get mad when I'm streaming? No, I think she's probably asleep. Doge. Yeah, Doge is reaching those valuations against Bitcoin, which are you know the ridiculous the ridiculous valuation. Yeah. Yeah, she does enjoy the Subaru. How many hours do I sleep? Um, usually, uh, usually about 5, especially in the bull market, about 5. How did I meet my wife? I met her dancing in college. Yeah, sleep is for the bear market. Yeah, that's right. No. I don't hibernate in the bear market. I made tons of videos in the bear market. Yeah, we danced together. Yeah. My response to D4, knight F6. All right. Should we call it? Should we call it a night? Maybe we'll try tomorrow and see if we can make a run at it. Yeah, everyone always tells me to put music on. The problem is the one time I tried putting music on, I just got too distracted by it and I couldn't focus. I don't play League of Legends, so I don't have a rank. D4, knight F6, C4. Um, uh, I probably would just go. I probably would just go E6. Knight F6, E6. So it's your move. It's your move after E6. And whatever you play after E6, I would play D5. I don't drink coffee. Stanley says, how many cups of coffee do I drink? I don't actually drink coffee. Did I meet my wife during a bear market? Let me think. I met her. So we didn't start dating when I met her. So that's, we didn't start dating for a while. Let's see. So I met her in 2010. So it was way back over here. So I met her around, I think, I don't know if it was, it might have actually been in the fall. I think I met her actually like right around here. I met her in the fall of 2010, I believe. But we didn't start dating until 2012. So like we started dating here. All right, sorry, it's my move again. Wait, what did I just do? Um, I don't see what the move was. I did not do theater in high school. Who was watching these streams in the bear market when we just played when we would like watch crypto for like an hour and then I would just play chess for like 20 or 30 minutes. Does anyone remember those days? Have you guys seen the let's see. Have you guys ever played the puzzle battle stuff? That stuff's addicting, so I don't recommend doing it if you don't want to. All right, still no $2,500 ether. Hourglass says he remembers the chess back in the day. All right, no 2,500 tonight for me. So I mean, I'm not saying that 10K Ethereum is not realistic. I think it is realistic. I just don't think it's going to happen immediately. Like I mean, if you think about the grind that Ethereum has had, I just don't think it's going to happen immediately. I mean, we have so many other milestones to get through before 10K. So I mean, I guess if we I mean of course, of course these bull markets can always go parabolic quicker than we think. So again, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying let's focus on one thing at a time. And I do think that it can reach I do think it can reach around 10K this market cycle. Whether it actually hits 10K, I don't know, but I do think it can reach around 10K this market cycle. I'm sort of waiting for the viewers to go down. So maybe I'll play some chess once we get the viewers down to less than 1,000. 2,000's too much. 2,000's too much. What other questions do you guys have? How long would I last in a game against Magnus Carlsen? Not very long. I'm not an accomplished pianist. Although I did take a keyboarding course in college. I do like tennis. Yeah, I played a lot of tennis in college. There's actually for those who play chess or what, there's actually a lot of drama in the chess world right now. I'm very involved in the chess world, and there's a lot of drama in it right now. Can you tell someone how to see market cycles in a graph? I think I mean it sort of depends. I mean it sort of depends on if you're looking at like bottom to top type things. Like if you're sort of measuring it like this and just going sort of like bottom to top from one cycle to another, bottom to top here, and then maybe like bottom to top here. So a lot of people will consider that a market cycle. You might even consider it to be bottom to bottom rather than bottom to top. You could say that like it's the bottom to the bottom here, which is the market cycle, which would then be, you'd be measuring it slightly differently than bottom to top, something like that. So far in this one, we are 861 days in. Someone says, if your videos help me pay off my med school loans quicker, I'll give you a free consult in 7 years. Yeah, the chess drama. Basically, there's a couple big channels, and one of the channels did a copyright strike on the other one, and a lot of people are pretty pissed off about it. Yeah, everyone always asks me what other crypto channels I watch. I don't really watch crypto channels. I watch other channels that are non-crypto. Yeah, I do. I have heard of stuff made here. I'm subscribed to that. That's a good channel. And Three Blue, One Brown is another good channel. These are non-crypto channels, so if you're looking to do something with your time besides crypto, these are other good channels. Yeah, he did. Three Blue, One Brown did do a Bitcoin video. I think he wasn't it called like so what is Bitcoin or something, but I think he made it in the last bull market. So it's been a while. Yeah, I do crypto full time. E6, I play E4, you play D5, CD5, ED5. Doggo says, "Why did I major in math but can't add a regression band to TradingView?" It's just PineScript, my friend. You just put it. You go to the PineScript tutorial and you just put in the equation, right? Y equals 10 raise it to the power a ln of x minus b. It's a simple equation. So just put that into PineScript and you'll be set. All right. Well, it doesn't look like we're headed to 2,500 tonight, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it does not seem like we are. We are still at 2450, and we've been going for about an hour and 11 minutes. No, don't answer Forbes. Any advice on maximizing gains throughout the bull market? Probably whenever you have an altcoin that goes parabolic, take profits, and you can take them either to USD or to Bitcoin or something. That way you at least protect you at least protect your profits either in stable coins or Bitcoin. No, I mean I'm not saying you have to go to stable coins. I mean if you wanted to use the money with these altcoins that are going parabolic, you could go to stable coins to protect it, or if you want to stay in crypto, you could go back to Bitcoin, or you could go to Ethereum. Bitcoin would be the safest in the event of a pullback. Yeah, I mean at some point I don't think Bitcoin will have the same type of cycles that it does now. Yeah, it'll be different over time. Daniel says maybe if I start playing chess, the viewership will drop to 1,000. Oh, I think I'm gonna sign off now. So thanks everyone for um, thanks everyone for tuning in. But I think we're gonna sign off. Adios. You get taxed on capital gains. Yeah, that's why long-term capital gains are better. All right, bye everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're getting those numbers down. We're now less than 1,600. Less than 1,600. Actually, I can hear that my 5-month-old. Actually, no, he's 6 months old now. My 6-month-old has woken up, which is not a good thing. LP says can we close the live stream? I need to sleep. I'm just waiting for you guys to leave. Why does it have to be me? I'm waiting for everyone else to leave. All right, maybe we will just wrap it up. Close, but not quite to 2,500 yet. So maybe tomorrow we'll see it. Yeah, we already talked about Vechain. Have you guys seen the puzzle battle stuff on? I think it's fun. You basically play someone, and I'm not very good at it, but you basically play someone, and it's just like little chess puzzles. We'll try it. I've never done this one on stream, but we'll see. I'm not very good at it. You have to be really quick. If it'll even find anyone. You just have to get... These will help wake you up in the morning. This is what I do in the morning to get me ready. I don't know about this one. Oh, here. I don't know. Okay, I gotta think. There we go. Hey, look, I'm winning. See, I have 18, they have 13, so I'm winning. I don't know. I mean, this one doesn't work, so... Oh. Oh, I see, I win the queen. Alright, we won. We beat this dude 20-16. These are little chess puzzles. They get you ready for the day. Alright. Maybe that's a good spot to wrap it up. I'm honestly shocked that 1,400 people are still watching. I love how he says we. Yeah, we did it together, right? Alright. We got some chess in. We got some crypto in. Chess and crypto. Alright, why don't we call it there? I don't want to bore you guys with chess. I'll just do that on my own time. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you guys like the content, give the video a thumbs up. Click the bell icon, turn on your notifications. Remember, if you have ADA and you want to stake it with me, check out the ITC stake pool if you guys want to check that out. And we also have the premium list into the cryptoverse.com. I assure you I'm not here to bore you with chess games all night. So, alright, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next time. Bye.